The news updates. Inec admits flaws in February 25th, 2023 presidential election in Imo. Do welcome to today's news. Please, you can subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and also the bell for more updates. The news details. Imo State Resident Electoral Commissioner, Fäīlùre, Prof. Sylvia Uchenna Agu, has admitted that there were flaws in the February 25th presidential and National Assembly elections in the state, as a lot of logistics problems posed challenges to the commission and its staff. She bore her mind during a stakeholders meeting at the Imo Inec Collation Center at the commission's state headquarters, Owerri. According to her, the election was flawed. I was really pained. Insecurity, vehicular logistics marred my efforts to conduct a good election. Prof. Agu disclosed that the election was marred by late arrival of electoral materials and inability to upload election results, and that our staff were unable to go to some places in Olu and Okigwe areas, and that even though she pleaded with security agencies to escort them, there were no vehicles. I called the electoral officers. They told me there were no problems, but it was only vehicular problem. This I could not solve at that point. I called this meeting to know what to do and how to tackle the above-mentioned problems on Saturday, the governorship election. I was not at the field where the elections were taking place, but some people accused me of rigging the election. She pleaded with stakeholders to assist the commission correct the mistake discovered in the last election, to enable it to conduct a free and fair election this Saturday. She alleged that politicians worked with members of National Union of Road Transport Workers, NURTW, and their NATO counterparts to mar the election by backing out of the earlier agreement reached with the Commission. Concerning the presidential election that took place February 25th, 2023, in Imo State, the Resident Electoral Commission, she has admitted that truly there were flaws in this election. And in Imo State, she made mention of the main reasons why this election was not free and fair. She talked about the logistics problem, that the people, the Inec officials, because of the insecurity that is happening in Imo State, in some part of Imo State, they could not go alone. But after she pleaded with the military personnel, the security agencies to escort them, they were ready to escort them, but there was no vehicle that will take them to their destination. And there's nothing she can do at that point. Although she wanted a free and fair election that will be seen and people will comment that yes, this election was truly free and fair. But she could not at that moment because vehicles were not ready to take the staff and their electoral materials, including the security agencies, to where they are going to their polling units. So she had no choice than to speak out so that the same issue will not happen in this governorship election that is coming up March 11th, 2023. She wants them to look at how they can actually tackle the mistakes that happened during the presidential election. How they can be vehicles that will take those staff to their polling units and the electoral materials, and also security agents that will be on ground. She said that the people have connived with the politicians, has worked with the NURTW and the NTU so that vehicles will not move. In Nigerian politics is not a safe game. You have to play your game very well. Believing that they want a particular candidate to win in that state, they will make sure they take every measures to make sure that the election was not free and fair in that particular state. Now, in Olu, Okigwe, those local government areas are not a safe place. Even the staff were not ready to go alone. But she had to beg the security agencies to follow them so that they can be safe and not be injured or killed by whatever that is going on in that local government area. So, towards the governorship election, she has advised that people that they should seek counsel to be able to conduct a free and fair election. These are the mistakes we discovered. How can we tackle these mistakes that it will not affect this governorship election? Insecurity, vehicles. Should we borrow vehicles? Should we talk to the NULTW? What should we take? What are the measures we should take? Concerning this news, what's your view concerning it? She has spoken out and she's asking for advice. Kindly share your comments in the comment section. Thank you.